Hello. All right. The absolute first thing we have to do is figure out what the hell Late Night Filthy was doing with my fucking run. I've got people who are like 90% dead. This guy's like 2,000% dead. We've got weird stuff in inventory with the drunk. We've got a new Nobu on the field. Speaking of the devil. Good morning, Nobu. Hello, Puri Puri. Hello, Billy Bobo. So, yeah, new Nobu. She's level 7. She is a Chad monk who refuses to roll resolve right now, but otherwise, it's very impressive for a monk. It's our banner, our next banner. Banner 2.0. Are you good? I mean, as monks go. Yep, I was real tired by the end of the night. You have to excuse me, chat. If I suddenly just turn off the camera or run away from the stream for a second, I'm feeling kind of ill this morning. Don't know what the deal is. Wife's not feeling it. We ate all the same things, so presumably I've got some sort of little stomach bug or something. But anyways, we're going to do what we can anyways. So, got level ups. Just sitting here. Tons of unassigned points. Gear all over the place. Do we have goals? We do. We want Shrat, a bird, wolf pelts, and pot. I mean, we already have powder. We don't need pot for the company. The company's good. Yeah. And we need a hunter. All right. Okay. All right. I wonder where the fucking pot was. All right. Oh, we need to get some of our things back, right? So we've got, this is no additional fatigue, hyperactive sweat glands. It's the first time I read the name for that one. Locking joints. Okay. All right. Oh, we just fought an orc camp. I remember that. That was good. We're looking for the Kraken. Not because I want to meet the Kraken particularly, but I am curious to see what the new potions do for that. All right, sheep that could leveled 89. It's okay. Stam pool is really light for an archer, sadly. Okay. You're just chilling in Cedar Rapids. You hear about the quote-unquote mass shooting last night, D-Sax? It's kind of scary, kind of weird. What are we doing with these? We are taking our final perks. It is going to be bags and belts. I think it's bags and belts recover. 89 compared to 83 here. Normally veteran levels would carry your archer, but this archer rolled like shit. Okay. Thanks, Cooper.
Our
Thanks for the sub.
fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
All right, let's fire up this. What do we have for these throwers? Student Pathfinder, dodge, quick hands. I'm not at all sold on dodge on these builds. Oh, that was the other thing. I wanted to get rid of this. I wanted to get rid of Zanzibar Hero. He's got to go. He's been just sitting here sucking up resources for God alone knows how long. Months. All right, anyway. Killing Frenzy, Berserk, Duelist, bags and belts, and adrenaline. I would love to run adrenaline on these. Go. We're definitely bags and belting it. Yeah. Catch 22er. The name of the save file I left myself was Brain is Mush. To remind myself that we were feeling the end of that stream. Okay. All right. I'm considering undoing the Hedge Knight Colossus because it was a mistake to click it. I don't necessarily want that character. I do miss having adrenaline on my builds. It's a really nice answer to a lot of fights, especially really early, and then also Things like goblins, it's really good. Did get Ease Rock armor. Coffee's delivered right to my doorstep. How much do I pay for this service?
You pay in a lot of ways.
I don't know if you heard the second part of that chat. She responded with, "You pay in a lot of ways." Uh-huh. Truth comes out. Insurance or Hedge Knight doesn't die. The problem is Hedge Knight has such good HP already. It's hard to want to continue to waste investment in that. All right, this is Rice. Rice has decided that he wants to be the gamer he could have been all along, but he's only going to roll anything good after permanent injuries times 3. Well done, Rice. You skimmed us all. Yeah. When is my next PKA appearance? I got a text from Chiz I need to respond to about setting a date. Probably the next month or 2 if I had to guess D-Sex. All right. What are we doing with this guy? He could actually spam Indom a little tiny itty bit, maybe. Thing is, this guy never wanted to be a tank. Never did he ever wish to be a fucking tank. We accidentally took Colossus on Hedge Knight for exactly that reason, Flaccidan, is because it's such a go-to for almost every build that I build that when I finally have a brother whose starting HP is high enough, I maybe don't have to do it. I didn't even think to not do it. I just slapped it on at turn 1, on level 1. So for the very reason that you can't accidentally do it is why we accidentally did it. All right. See me not want to, my brain just wants to like not do any of these. Means I'm still tired. All right. Last memories rolled. This is probably a good resolve roll right now for 4. Okay. Always good with Pathfinder. Yeah. Few beers, 13 hours of streaming. Yeah, 13 hours was, I haven't done that in a while. It's noticeable. All right, fire these up. What are we doing with VOD, with Culturelli here? It's probably just the HP roll. Okay. I normally stream for 7. Yesterday was an extended stream, so we extended it for 6 hours extra from donations and subs. We're actually super close if we do this. This is because Battle Brothers tends to be good for me. Oh, does sub count not work as a command anymore? It must be a different command for it. I don't remember what it is then. I always change. I never remember which ones are visible and which ones aren't. Anyway. What are we doing for our final perk point on this thrower? I normally don't bother taking recover on throwers because they have enough stam, but these people have not rolled super well in stam. Hey, Bill. So, we either, this is gonna be that and a net. I also can't remember it too. Is it, if I do this, how is it with throwing weapons? Throwing weapons do not get they get duelist bonus, but they don't get the one-handed bonus, whatever that's called, right? That's how that works. And duelist allows me to have nets equipped. Yeah. Right. So they don't get double grip. So you can run like this on a throwing weapon and be fine. So I tend to like to run this in my inventory for throwers. This is my get out of jail free card, which means I don't have to take footwork, and I can also use it to save other people. This is the fucking flex utility for things like, not Desert Stalkers, the other ones, I always forget whose name it is, like assassins and the other really annoying units that you want to net as soon as possible. And then you're throwing weapons. So this is the final thrower build I like. I'm actually thinking of putting bags and belts in earlier. And I'm considering dropping dodge again, because dodge has been really bad for us so far. I mean, I'm kind of curious what it's actually generating on 80 result. What do I have? I've got 80 initiative at full, and it's 15% of that. So, I mean, that's still a lot. That's 13 fucking dodge, right? 13 range defense. I don't know. Nets disabled Duelist. I'm pretty sure the text of Duelist says specifically, become one with your weapon and go for the weak spot with the offhand free or carrying a throwable tool, e.g. throwing net. I think that means that I'm allowed to use throwing nets with Duelist. I'm pretty sure it's just the two-handed grip that's disabled with having a net equipped. Okay. Bow spec as well. I'm not convinced I want bows in there at all in the end. Maybe giggle QED. Nice. You're not wrong. And I mean, quite honestly, probably late game this doesn't look like this anyways. Probably as I go into it, it looks something like, you know, that as we enter into a fight and either run second pot or second net, basically. So I think I kind of want recover. That's what I'm looking at right now too. Because I don't think the stam is good enough. We could look. The build calls for adrenaline, but I'm pretty sure that's a holdover from my cultist builds where I went adrenaline on the whole fucking team because the cultists are so fun. Will I try a pure thrower? Hello, Flame Dance. This is a pure thrower. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my last like 5 seasons of Battle Brothers where we only run pure throwers. Yeah. You like her name to be Sister Nobu? I sure can. It's not as the title or the full name. Footwork's okay. Footwork's very stam intensive, and I'd rather not take the perk point. I feel like basically bags and belts gives me the functionality of footwork combined with like a basically like rotate for somebody else instead of Xanadu. Sure. All right. Oops. All right. Duck. Tape Samurai. Thanks for sub. All right. I promise we might unpause this today at some point, maybe. So now that we got that narrowed it down, what do we need here? We need Pathfinder. Dude, I don't know about this fucking HP roll here. I'm a little bummed about that. What we could maybe do with this guy is make him a two-handed hammer, bro. I kind of feel like our worst fight at the moment is Orcs, which is my favorite fight. So... And what are we doing here? This is just anything, really. Could steel brow this. Guy's got 53 HP. Go. Alright, pretty close here. So what are we doing here? This is level 6. Is this a frontliner? This is definitely a frontliner. Is this quick hands? So the builds I would like to get online here are a second cleaver. So I can utilize my shit Mad Barbarian drop, but more importantly, so I can have a second whip for disarms to alleviate some of the pressure on the banner for really high priority disarms. So that's a little bit interesting. So one of these could maybe do that. So let's take a look. I guess probably what that means is we gotta have a look at, we gotta do some naked comparisons real quick. Looking at these brothers. One of these remembers the Hedge Knight, and one of them is a... Our whole team is Butchers and Brawlers, which is fucking hilarious. Anyways, looking at these two. How comparable is this? So this is the Butcher. Hedge Knight is the same stats, actually better stats, 2 levels below. Lol. Okay. Alright. Good to know. No surprises there, honestly, but I guess from my perspective then, what is this going to come out to be? This is going to be higher melee attack and lower melee defense then, right? So this is 5 levels at, this comes in at 3, right? So 5 levels at 3 is 15 for 33 final, and 5 levels at 3.5. 5 levels for fucking 3.5 is what? 15, and then another 1.5? Maybe Brain, if you want to cooperate.
Praise the sub.
So it's this is probably a decent candidate for the whip. Cash the Jester. Feels like a combination of two other names I know. Well, thanks, Cash Suggestor, for the sub. All right, so this guy probably, possibly, maybe is a cleaver. Okay. But either way, this is going to be quick hands, right? Okay. Then I can get underdog and not have to worry about it. Great. All right. Any other talent points unassigned that we need? Dean Machine. So Dean is fairly good accuracy, medium melee defense. We need one more stat point on this guy. This could be no weapon spec Steel Brow, no weapon spec Executioner. Could be weapon spec, could be Recover, no weapon spec. 89 accuracy is pretty good for our team, on the high end of our team right now. Although we have a lot real similar. You like Axe Spec. What's your thought behind Axe Spec? What are you excited about for Axe Spec? Kind of not that excited by Axe Spec. Alright, these are resolved. Let's get them back in gear so I can not have it in my inventory. Or not in my... Okay. Axes are cool. Okay, well, 1 point for the cool factor. Yep, sure. Yeah, he is kind of low stam. That's not wrong. We're wearing about the type of armor we're expecting to see in the late game for him for weight. So he probably gets a couple veteran levels at some point. I think he's got the experience potion. So this probably ends up like 92, 36 or something, right? We could, for example, dump 3 more in stam, roughly. But yep, this is roughly his in-game stats. He is Berserk and Killing Frenzy, which means he would like to have stam to multi-swing from time to time. So having a stam reduction talent would be a nice final talent. Could get behind that. Not thrilled about no Steel Brow. Axes is probably one of the better ones with quick hands to have spec'd, since I will use the reach axe, and the reach axe is decent. I don't think rotation is going to make this build. Again, one of the benefits of running the throwers with smoke bombs late game is you kind of can get away from rotate. If you run a smoke bomb on your whip, on your banner, and each thrower, it gives you 3 get out of jail free cards, which tends to be enough, combined with the megas rotate as well. You still occasionally lose people because you can't rotate, but it's less than it would seem otherwise. And I like getting the perk point back on everybody. We could axe spec him. We have a famed axe too, so it's kind of nice to swing with this a couple times. I don't think it's a particularly great famed axe, right? It's just increased damage. Although it's a good increased damage roll. If it is really 80 to 100 base and this is 91, it's not bad. This has weapon skill builds up 2 less fatigue on the axe already. Does this change our thought process? It will give him a lot of sustain with that stam. It's actually a fairly good axe, isn't it? Does it have additional shield damage too? No, thank God. It's just called the shield breaker. All right, I'll get behind it. I don't mind. I think it's not terrible logic. Especially when we have 2 slightly better brothers building that we could use for something like a hammer. I want 1 hammer brother, I think. So I want hammer and a cleaver. Do we have mods in channel? Can we update the goals command to emphasize or to add to it that we want to make 1 cleaver whip brother and 1 hammer brother? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and axe spec this. As sad as axe spec is as a spec. Okay. Okay. All right. I also wanted to assign the resist potions. So do we know which of these is likely going to be hammer right now? I guess we need a couple more levels to sort that out. I think it's very likely going to be this Hedge Knight. Although Pessimist tends to be a shit one. And I don't think Hammer Fatalities. I don't think. I don't like reach advantage. Anyway. Okay, so with that in mind, because I've got these 2 potions now. We killed Izurok late last night, and we also have the Orc Warrior potion there. So we've got another set of, if we stack both of these, we still don't know how they stack quite yet, but if we stack both of these, we basically get a second guy immune to Orc Young, which, again, Orc camps are one of both the goals of today and one of the big pain points for us right now. Strat Pot makes you immune to throws or knockbacks. I'm not even sure I'm putting it on the Mega. It might go on the Hammer guy. Okay. Alright, so we want to get rid of this guy. He's like 3rd tier banner right now. Bale has fucked up everything too, and DHB needs to be replaced. We can't be walking around in this armor for reasons related to drunks.
A gleaming endowment.
Hey,
Is
Placid
this how
Dan.
I get my name in game?
It is. Thank you very much for the $22. Right. So let's scout this area. He's a drunk Arcama, but yes, it is unfortunate. Gain a flask of blessed water. Thank you, Nobu. Very helpful. Thanks for clogging my inventory up with useless garbage. Next, you'll be demanding fucking hats. Okay. Yep. Sign me up. Do I have an orc flail here right now? I do. It's not repaired. Is that a problem? No. I've got adrenaline though. It's undead. We don't really need adrenaline. Alright, what else are we bringing here? A round of throwing axes would be nice. I'm gonna do this to tilt chat all day. Alright, how's the rest of this? Fucking famed human cleavers out the fucking wazoo right now. Don't really actually want to level Rice in these fights right now. I guess Rice could ablate here and that could be fine. These are not good weapons here. We're low on reach axes because I keep using them on damage dealers. 68, 57, 73. Okay. This is 11. It's really quite a bummer that I got 2 people basically killed.
Expands.
Does he heal?
Praise the sub.
Doesn't. Praise the sub. XOS Prime, thanks. We're running double Izurok somewhere. Here. Could Izurok this guy as a reach? Yeah, I would just bring him as a reach damage dealer with the Izurok helm. It's probably fine. Take that off. Okay. Battleforged. Do we have Battleforged helmets? We do. This is a 325. That seems fine. Why are you wearing this? 290 for 20 is actually kind of nice. Now, obviously, a 294 for 16 is better. Okay. All right. Do I hire indentured bros as free inventory when you're below 20? I don't. But I suppose you could. There's too many moving parts in Battle Brothers for me. My brain is limited in capacity. Which means that at some point I want to simplify when I can. And there's inevitably, when you're playing Battle Brothers, when you haven't played in a while, you've forgotten 5 different things that are important. So my point here is it's just one thing too many. All right, let's go. Alright, this is one of the nice tricks you can do with Izurok gear, just in general. If you have any brother who has Izurok gear equipped on them and they survive the battle, they will finish the battle at full health regardless of their hit point total when they entered or left the battle. And the other thing is, if you put them as a backliner, they often have a couple, and you're not fighting enemies with range, they often have a couple rounds where they can heal up anyways. So we're going to attempt not to get this guy killed and also get him back in rotation as soon as possible. Should have gone a little higher with that one. Why does he not wear armor? Because he's nimble and that helm weighs 20? So if he does take a hit, I'd rather the hit wasn't quite as hard. $20 of the little fuckers, huh? It's quite a lot. Annoying. Not a good space for this guy here. I didn't bring him a shield. Boo, boo. Dude, enough. We're gonna shoot on this guy, sadly. Tried to run. Dude, he's 31 after broken knee? Really? I don't think so. Probably safer to go with this guy. Although this guy still gets attacks too. Turn done. Not where I wanted to put you. Okay. It kind of did what I wanted it to do, but not exactly. Alright. 2 taunts keeps him alive. 1 taunt hopefully keeps him alive. This guy over here. Those are 50s. Alright, problem 1 solved. Is he taunted? He is. Tank and spank here. Slow and painful. Okay. Get him on a shield wall. Okay. Fucked up slightly on the engage there, left one of the backliners hanging, and that almost resulted in a death. Not today, chat. It's a good way to start our fights. Kill 1,000 legionaries, not get any loot. Nice. Okay. Alright. Levels? Kinda. Mm-hmm. All right, got some options here. What do y'all want? This is with Colossus. This guy wants to be Battleforged, so what do I want? I want fucking stamina. Okay. Ranged attack. God, I hope I didn't accidentally level ranged attack. All right. Keep scouting. Small work camp. Pretty perfect for what we're doing right now. All right, how's gear? Probably just fine. Ejirok armor got chunked. Okay, we could swap this helm off now that this guy's healed. Take our flail back. Been using the regular one. I have nimble hats somewhere. Looking at one of those. Okay. Yeah, we want famed orc cleavers if we're gonna run cleavers at all. Its other thrower is 11. Do I give a shit? No. Okay. Dude got chunked in the head once. Do we need Ijarok helm somewhere this fight? Your armor was depleted. I'd like to sit Rice out here if at all possible. Level Bale here. Over Rice for that. Need inventory space. Could run it here, I suppose. Actually, that's fine. Let's do that. Alright, I'd like to give this armor a break. 259 for Palatol. What else do we have floating around? Some 240 back there. 210's a bit light. Okay. Fucking hate swords in this fight. So we'd prefer to bring something else. Mace. We are technically a duelist on this guy. One-handed mace is fine. One-handed, what else I like for orcs? I got one of those cleavers. That's all right too. Can't remember which one it is. 40, 60, 38, 90. Where's the other one? There. It's that one. Let's bring this. All right, we want shield in his inventory just in case. Looks mostly okay. It's probably too heavy of a helmet. Let's take the fight. Bow is actually fine in this fight. Gotta watch the stam and see. Oh, can't run all of those and the bow. So we'll do that. Okay. How's everyone doing this morning? You guys survived my long stream yesterday? This fog is too real. I can't see shit. Ooh, didn't replace the shield versus orcs. Okay. Barely survived it. Probably true. Did I survive? Parts of me seem to have, yeah. We ablated a couple unnecessary parts. You went to bed, coward. Alright, oh, we didn't put another axe in here, sadly. Okay. Just hit that shield. How bad was that hit? Pretty bad. Alright, this is why we have Patatol at all, is for exactly this moment. Where he goes like this. And then he goes like this. And then all the Orc Young are dead. And the Orc Warriors are panicked. Okay. This thing goes next. Guess we wait. We want to get in here with Dean. Make sure that warrior doesn't go anywhere. Gotta wait for that warrior to get there before we can move. Actually can walk past us because this guy is stunned. So we may even want to just backpedal one. Yeah. Alright. I want to go first. We missed on the warrior. Dean rolled his 86 and got a 91. That is a definitional fail. Actually hit him in the head. Looks like we had Headhunter procced from last time. Didn't do any damage because flails, the non-fame flails still seem like a very early game weapon to me. I want that axe disarmed, please. Thanks. Okay. Rallied because we couldn't keep him in melee range. That's a huge fail. Oh, it's a young, not a warrior. Did I know that? I had no fucking idea. Who are we pretending? Who are we pretending for? There's no one watching. All right. We'll take it. Scammed by location. Remind me please to swap that after this fight. It's too annoying. Alright, how's the loot? Not today. Okay. You need Last Memories hat. That's Famed Hattage. Your character's higher value. I want higher armor on your hat until we're at nimble. You can wait. Alright. So we're swapping these around. How's the flail performing? Medium. What else do we need for this? We need sword spec. This character's just going to be a subpar duelist replacement, I can tell already. Alright, who else got level ups? Mr. Jello, the world's worst banner, continues to under deliver and over promise. Let's keep leveling. Okay. Kind of give Daggerless to the Daggerless brothers. I would like to do a couple of things like that. Dude, I want the latest one. So what is this? This is weighs 14, 70 to 95. Also 14. What are my other reach options? 14. All right. Okay. Bale could have a dagger. That's true. All right. Let's keep looking. I'll think about it, Nobu. Accents are orange. Didn't I just do that? Yeah, I just did that. Go. Orc hunters. Probably ought to. No one's terribly excited by this. No one's terribly unexcited by this. Where are my hats? Can we level someone instead of this fucking banner one day? Probably not, huh? Alright. My Mega switch his shield. It's a good call. Ha! We found it! Wasn't that a full forest tile? Was that really unexplored fog? That looked like a full forest tile to me. That's kind of weird, wasn't it? Is there a reason why my megas use one sword over another sword? Probably because I just don't really care that much and I haven't replaced it since I picked it up, if I had to guess. It might be lighter too, I can't remember right now. It's a lot of berserkers. Oh, we go first. Nice. hours of playtime are we at for this run? I'm not sure. I don't really track it like that. We're in like day 135. We played 13 hours yesterday. Game. You're still alive and kicking, Rice. You have 3 permanent injuries right now. You have 50 HP and you're nimble. I'm excited to see how your lifespan develops. Okay. I think 3-headed flails are still just fine. They're very stamina intensive to use as real weapons. Their damage is not very impressive mid to late game. They're okay. What is the problem here? Felt useless in reserve. Firing these people. Yeah. Any levels? Levels there. He's not rolled melee attack. This is his 3rd 2 roll. 2 is a minimum roll for him, sadly. This is going to be a gifted boy. Probably going to be nimble too. Okay. All right. So to the east, we got some more hunters. To the south, we've got 22 dire wolves. We actually need dire wolves. This is on our list of things to do.